Well, tonight, a disabled heavy equipment operator is able to hold his great-grandbaby for the first time in both arms.
This is a heartwarming story that we first brought you 3 months ago when Tommy Jones was desperate for a new arm.
So he called WATE 6 on Your Side consumer reporter Don Dare, who, of course, went right to work on his case. Don.
Yeah, we've been following Mr. Jones' progress since mid-April when we first talked with him. Over the past few years, new technology has been applied to prosthesis, arms and legs, which can be expensive and sometimes considered experimental. The arm that Tommy Jones received, which at first had been denied, will enable him to continue working. He's never been on disability, and he is now using the new arm at work. For years, Tommy Jones never thought it would be possible to use two arms at work. The one on the right is his new prosthetic arm. He's only now getting used to it. For nearly 40 years as a heavy equipment operator, Tommy used only his left arm after losing his right one in an accident as a teenager. With the prosthesis, he figures he'll be able to continue working for many more years.
I'm slow at it right now because I still got to figure out how to get it adjusted. Every time I get on it, I got to adjust it to get it back in place, but I've been doing it.
He injured his left arm last year and feared he'd have to quit the only job he's known. That thought changed, however, with his new arm.
It's like that I got a new life.
So this is the lock for the elbow.
Last month, Tommy was fitted with his prosthesis by Jenny Rhodes, his prosthetist at Victory Orthotics and Prosthetics.
So this is Tommy's definitive prosthesis. This is the arm that he will go out and use every day to complete the tasks he needs to do.
It is very sophisticated.
It is. Under the glove here, we start with the high-tech hand. It's held on here by a quick disconnect wrist. We do have the ability to take that hand completely off and change out those terminal devices.
Jenny and Tommy's physical therapist are going to keep things simple for now while he learns how to use the arm so he doesn't become frustrated. In April, Tommy showed us how he depends on that left arm, how he's used it since his amputation in 1979. Last spring, he wanted us to know about the potential new prosthetic. But at the time, his insurance company wrote, it can't approve the arm. It's not medically necessary, which devastated Tommy.
I can't hold my grandbabies.
You can't hold her grandchildren.
Great-grandchildren, I cannot hold them because I'm afraid that I will drop them because at times my arm gives out.
We wrote to Tommy's carrier, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, and explained the successful test run in January for the type of hand that he had been recommended. It didn't take long before the insurance company approved the arm. Beginning in May, we started documenting the process for the fitting of Tommy's arm. While his insurance company would pay the bulk of the bill, he would be responsible for paying a substantial deductible. Then, last month, Jenny broke some unexpected good news.
Something that Tommy doesn't know is I found out over the weekend that the rest of his financial responsibility got taken care of by an anonymous donor. So he's not gonna owe anything on this hand.
Here's the best video. Tommy holding his 9-month-old great-grandson, Luke, with both arms.
He sits there just like it's nothing.
So what's this like now?
It's wonderful. It's a dream come true.
Tommy Jones is grateful to so many people who have made this moment possible. And his prosthetist, Jenny Rhodes, says he still has a lot of work ahead of him, especially learning how to handle the different grips with that new hand. Fortunately, Tommy is motivated and he wants to do all he can with his new arm. He sees a physical therapist weekly and believes in a few months he'll have that new arm and hand mastered. You know, it was an emotional moment seeing him hold that baby without fear of dropping that little guy.
Priceless moment. We were both in tears, and I know you were too. So many things stood out about this story, Don. The baby, number one. The anonymous donor.
Oh, that was
number two.
No one knew about that but Jenny. And
whoever you are.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
wonderful.
then number three, what an inspiration, because he never went on disability.
No.
He never stopped working
No.
either.
No. And
As a kid, he never said, I can't live my life
Yeah.
and be an adult.
and all he wants to do is work. And that's what he'll continue to do.
And hold his great grandbabies.
Right.
Oh, thank you, Don.